Hello everyone, today we will see tutorial number 26 in static structural, and today we are going to simulate symmetry analysis of flywheel using Ansys workbench. So see why we choose this particular object for the symmetry analysis, because it is the perfectly symmetric in all direction. So we have considered a flywheel with cast iron material, and Young's modulus of elasticity is 170 gigapascal with Poisson's ratio 0.22, and the rotational velocity is 100 radian per second. The main purpose of this analysis is that first we will solve the complete body for the 100 radian per second, then we will take 1/4 part of this body using the symmetry option, and then we will solve for the same input, that is 100 radian per second. Then we will compare the result and we will find out that the result will be same. So in this way we can conclude that it can save the computational time. So let's see how it works. The dimensions are here in mm. We'll draw it in a design modeler and then we will solve it in Ansys mechanical. So now once we come to the Ansys workbench, drag static structural to the project schematic, and first thing we need to change is engineering data. We can add our new material, but first we will check that we have cast iron in our engineering data source or not. We will go to the general material, we'll check for the cast iron, whether we have it or not. Instead of cast iron we have some gray cast iron with a different material property. So for this particular analysis we choose gray cast iron. It will solve our purpose, and add it to the engineering data. And now see, we have the gray cast iron. We will suppress the structural steel and keep the gray cast iron. Gray cast iron is having the Young's modulus of elasticity 1.1 raised to 10 to the power 11, and Poisson's ratio is around 0.28. So it will solve our purpose. Now we will move to the design modeler. Now go to the design modeler. Now once we come to the design modeler, select the plane, and now we can give the dimensions. First we will see the units we converted into millimeter. We have drawing with us of a cut section of flywheel. Now go to the sketching. First thing we will do is go to the setting. We will activate the grid, and major grid spacing we will keep it as a 50 mm, means one box is of 50 mm, and the minor grid spacing is of 1, which means that now 50 by 50 mm we have boxes with us. We'll start with the line option. We have the dimensions with us, so we need not to worry. See the vertical and horizontal line, the only thing we need to concern. We can solve this particular operation by using the polyline also, but I am much more comfortable with the line options, that's why I choose the line. Now once we created this cut section, now go to the constraint, see few lines are whether they are horizontal or not, make it them horizontal. So in this way we are constraining it. Then go to the vertical, make few lines vertical. If they are not vertical, then now they are vertical. Now go to the in constraint, select the symmetry. We want, first we need to select the axis, for which axis or about which axis we want symmetry. So I have selected this axis, and upper line and lower line, now it is symmetric. Upper line and lower line, now it is symmetric, and upper and lower, now it is symmetric. So every line is now symmetric. Now it's time to give the dimensions. So first we will select the general dimension, and we will give length completely. Now this is of 58 mm, this one is of 324 mm, this is of 60 mm, is of 70 mm. Now what happened, we have to give the dimension to this line as well. which is 324 mm, and this line as well, which is 60 mm. For the vertical dimensions, now this dimension is we want, now this is 200 mm, then we want this vertical dimension of 40 mm, then we want this vertical dimension which is 120 mm. All the dimensions are given properly. Now we'll go to the modeling and select the revolve. It is asking about which sketch you want to revolve, so I'll select the sketch number 1, apply it, and it is asking about which plane do you want to revolve. So I want to revolve about this axis and apply it. This particular geometry is created. Now we have to make the 4 holes of 120 mm diameter, and which is located at 300 mm from the center. So for this I need to select this plane. First I will go to the setting, and I don't need grid now. Now I will create new coordinate system here, so that this face will be selected. I can hide this sketch if I want. Now go to the plane, select this plane, select this surface, and create a new plane and generate it. Now new plane is created. Now I want to draw the circle on this plane number 4. Go to the sketching, go to the circle, create the circle, give the dimension to the circle. Circle is having diameter of 120 mm, so radius is of 60 mm, and then center to center distance from here to this center distance is of 300 mm. So now once I created the sketch, now go to the modeling, go to the extrude. At extrude we are now apply the geometry. The geometry is at plane number 4, so we have applied the geometry. Now it is adding the material, but in actual we don't want to add the material. So we want to cut the material, and direction we will reverse the direction. It is automatically taken the dimension reverse, and you can add here any dimension around 100 mm. It will take up to that depth, and now you can see that this material will be removed once we generate it. Now see, the material is removed. Now once we have the hole, now we want 3 more holes around this particular surface, which are located at 90 degree from each other. So for that purpose we will go to the create, and we'll see the pattern. In pattern, now it is asking about which type of pattern do you want. There are 3 types of pattern: linear, circular, and rectangular. We want it circular way. So now go to the geometry, select the inner surface of this particular plane, apply it, and now asking about which axis do you want. So select this plane number 4, so it has perfectly picked this particular axis, and apply it. Now asking whether it is evenly spaced or not. Yes, I want evenly spaced, and it is asking about how many numbers do you want. Now I want 3 numbers of pattern, so I'll go for the generate. See, the 4 holes are now created. Once we have created the pattern, now we will see how symmetry option works in the design modeler. Now go to the tools and see for the symmetry. Now we have the symmetry, and one more important thing related to symmetry, that we have to orient the z axis according to that. Now see what, so I will do it step by step. First I will select the xy plane. Now see, at xy plane, this is the z axis. the direction of z axis is in this way, so the symmetry will be exactly opposite direction, so material will be removed exactly from the opposite direction. So I have applied the xy plane and see the material is removed from the other direction. So see, every time see the z axis and the direction of z axis, the direction of z axis shows that opposite direction to this will be removed, the material will be removed at the opposite side of z direction. Now I'll select the zx. Now once I select the zx, first I will need to go to the symmetry. Now symmetry number 2, select the zx, and after selecting the zx, now see this is upward direction, means now it will cut from this portion, and means below portion will be removed. Once I applied and generate, now see the portion below the z axis in a negative direction is removed. And again I will add third symmetry. In third symmetry I'll select the YZ plane. Now YZ plane, Z axis in this direction, which means that now this portion will be removed. Once I applied and asked for the generate, now I get the exact symmetry of the flywheel, and now we will analyze on this particular object. And now you can see that how much surface, how much material now we have removed from the flywheel, so that how much we can save the number of element as well as the node, so that we can easily save the computational time. This is the main purpose of today's analysis. So now we will go to the Ansys mechanical. Now go to the Ansys mechanical. Once we come to the Ansys mechanical, see the geometry is with question mark, means material is not assigned. First we will assign the grey cast iron. Now go to the meshing, see the symmetry option is highlighted here. Now go to the meshing, generate mesh, then now go to the static structural, add the fixed support, add fixed support to this surface, apply it. Once we have applied the fixed support, now go to the again boundary, one more boundary condition, that is rotational velocity. And rotational velocity we will select complete body, but instead of vector I am going to select the component, and in component the direction, means the rotational velocity, see it is rotating about the y axis, so it is y axis 100 radian per second. 100 radian per second is in a clockwise direction. So in this way we can say that now the boundary conditions are given. Ask for the solution. See, solution is very fast because it saves the very large amount of computational time. Now we'll go for the results. First we want deformation, we want total deformation, then we will go for the stresses, we want equivalent von mass stresses. Now one more thing related to this particular flywheel, we can say that the centrifugal forces will occur on the flywheel, so we can see the normal stresses on it, so that we will get the centrifugal force, centrifugal stresses as well. So in this way we have applied for the three particular result. Even one more thing we can apply, that is the strain, equivalent von mass strain. So ask for the solution. Pascal to 0.78 megapascal, means maximum is of 18 megapascal, and definitely it will occur on this region because the material is very less at this place due to the hole. So one thing we have concluded, that the maximum equivalent stresses are 18 megapascal. Then normal stresses maximum are 16 megapascal. Then total deformation is around 0.02 mm. In this way exactly it is going radial way, and equivalent strain is around, is very less, it is 0.001669 in the radial direction. Absolutely it is in a radial direction. Even the normal stresses we can see that it is in a radial direction. So we have calculated all the result from from the symmetry model. Now we'll see in a different port. So once we have all the result using the symmetric modeling, we will solve the same problem using the complete body, and then we will compare the result. Remember the values of the stresses. This is 16 megapascal normal stress and 18 megapascal equivalent stress and around 0.02 total deformation, 0.02 mm. So now we'll go to the Ansys project schematic, go to the geometry. In geometry I will delete all the symmetry which I have created. I just need to delete the symmetry of it, and go to the again project schematic. In model I just need to update the project. It will automatically update it. We have updated project with us. Now we'll check in the model. Here I just need to click on the various regions, so I will get the results. So this is the normal stress which I have opted for the complete model, and it is around 16 megapascal. In the previous case it was also 16 megapascal when I used the symmetry. The equivalent stresses are here 16 megapascal, whereas in the symmetry it was 18 megapascal. The total deformation is matching 0.026 mm, and here if I want the strain, I will get this around same strain 0.0015. So in this way we can say that we can save our computational time if we use the symmetry model. See, using the complete body I am getting almost the same result, and using the symmetry one also I will get the I got the same result. So we can say that using the symmetry body we can save the lots of computational time. So in this way we conclude today's lecture, and in next class we will come with another new example in static structural. Thank you very much.